people in different parts of the world and country. We own some businesses overseas, and they like to dial in Philippines, different places in Asia, all across the U.S. And so when we do these, people in other countries want to take a part of it. This is just a little bit about me. I get tired of talking about myself. So I always like to put it up first. All it is something that let you know who's in the room in front of you. That's all it's for, okay? We offer these courses once a month to parents because what we teach here for kids is the same thing we're gonna teach you guys today. That's what we teach. Starting at age 3 years old, we start teaching kids about the stages about public speaking. That's what we teach kids, how to do public speaking. Audrey's doing amazing things in her classroom. We teach them about sales, finance, on their level. So what we found out, because we used to do this 10 years ago, and I said we started in Chicago with 5 people, turned to 2,900 people since 2007. Now it's over 3,000 people that come 1 week of the month. We want to make sure that we used to just do it with the child. And then the child would go home and talk to their parents and say, hey, Mom, Dad, I want to start an LLC, but I need a nonprofit so we can donate money from our for-profit to our nonprofit because we want to be in this tax. And the parents would be like, huh? Then the kids would come back demotivated, right? And so I said, man, how can we fix that? So I said, man, I prayed about it. Okay, we start with the child, and now we got to help the parent at the same time. Because if we can help the child and the parent at the same time, then we can build up an economic base for the whole family. If we can build up an economic base for the whole family, they can make a lot of changes, right? This is just my story. Grew up in Inglewood, California. All the ghettos you can think of, South Central LA, gangbanging, that's where I grew up at. All my cousins were gangbangers and doing stuff they shouldn't have did. I could easily have been that person. They looked out for me. I'm thankful. They made sure I didn't get into trouble, and I wanted to get into a lot of trouble because I didn't have any big brothers. And so I have 2 sisters. And so I grew up in Inglewood. On the weekends, I'd go to my grandmother's house in South Central, and I'd hang out with my cousins because they're all guys. I want to do guy stuff. And they would be doing bad stuff, y'all. I didn't do all the bad stuff they did, but the one day that I wanted to go hang out with them, I didn't know they were going to do something really bad. And they did something really bad. And they got life in prison. And if I would have been with them, I was 12 years old, I would be in prison right now. Just because I would have been with them with what they did. And not that I would have done anything, but in LA, whoever, California, if you are in the car, you were with them, you get the same charges. So I never forgot that moment. That was a defining moment in my life. Luckily, I had good parents, but you grow up hard-headed sometimes, right? You're 12, you're like a tweener. You're trying to figure out your own way of manhood, and you're trying to defy your parents sometimes. I was always a good student. I was 2 people living a double life. That's honest God truth. One thing you guys will know about me, I'm very honest. So this came about because we want to help kids get opportunities, get access to people, process, and programs that they would not have access to. This is not a child care center. This is not a daycare center. You just happen to bring your kids here. This is a empowerment center for the whole family. We never wanted to open a child care center. Never did we want to do it. What we bought this building for is to have a summer camp for kids to teach them about entrepreneurship. That's what we wanted to do. 8 to 12-year-olds, when we cleaned this place out, all 67 parents came up to us every week because we was here every day from 4 in the morning to midnight, cleaning this place out. This place was a dump. And it was like, please put a child care center here. I'm like, no. Someone thinking like, no, I'm in real estate. I'm a real estate guy. I don't have time for this. Like, I'm in LA, I'm overseas. I'm like, we got stuff to do. I don't have time for a child care center. And then how can I teach a 2-year-old child about entrepreneurship? So I prayed about it. God showed me how. Oh my God, Audrey's doing it. So that's how this place came about. This was not available when I was coming up. There was a lot of other stuff. You go to community center, people be betting on games. Right? I'm thankful for the way I grew up. I learned a lot. But that's why this place is here, just so you know. So moving on. So the financial piece is this. We're going to move on. I don't want to get, first of all, congratulations for showing up, right? less than 5% of the people in America, this is a fact, statistical fact, will invest $5 in themselves to be better. Less than 5%. That means 95% of the people in America will not spend $5. They don't read, they don't attend a free seminar, they didn't spend $5 in gas to show up. They would rather just complain about their situation instead of support. So, me, I want to say thank you guys for showing up. You don't have to worry about taking a whole bunch of notes. I'm one of those guys, I give you all the notes. I'm going to send email them to you. I'm going to email you everything we're talking about today. I want you to engage, right? I want you to engage. I spent a lot of time preparing this. I got up at 2 o'clock in the morning the other day, putting this together. This morning I got up at 4 o'clock in the morning, putting this together. This is for you guys. I already know all this stuff, but I'm here to help and help you guys be empowered. So congratulations, you should be happy that you are not doing what 95% of the people are doing this morning. Okay? So this is some of the stuff that we teach here. I mean, this is my vision for what we're doing here, and we're doing it. Okay? If one person shows up, or 100, it doesn't matter. We're going to still teach the same stuff. Raising your credit score to 850. That's the highest credit score you can have. I don't care what your credit situation is. Trust me, you can get your credit score up to 850. I've been bankrupt before. I've been foreclosed before. I've been flat broke before, and I've been super rich before. Now I'm in the middle. I just got a horrible credit. It's temporary. I sent out a document last month to everybody, step by step by step by step, what to do and say. When you call a collection company, what you should say, the whole script. Guess what? I used to own a collection company. That's why I gave you the information step by. If you need this, text me. Text this place, I'll make sure you have it. Birth the business inside of you. That's what that form is for in your desk. Trying to build a business. Everybody, anybody who wants to start a business. Y'all got to engage. Okay, great, all right. Everybody, right? First step people say when you start a business, always, if you like what you do, which most people don't. But if you like what you do, you should be starting a business on the side doing that. Right? And then when you get the money, what are you going to do with it? What are you going to do with it? What are you going to do with it? My 14-year-old son wants to be a billionaire. Of course he does. Because that's all we talk about at home. Building this son, you got to own this, da-da-da-da. We own. That's all we talk about at home. Monique's like, y'all need to talk about something else. She's like, we got to get the daughters home. We did go see our daughter in Augusta last weekend. But me and my son would be like, boom, boom, that's what we do. This is all I know. So my goal is for this place to be teaching a whole lot of stuff on a Saturday. Different classes. We got these 6 different classrooms. I want us to be teaching 6 different things. Because not everybody cares about this. Monique won't come into my library at home. She says, all your books are boring. You're all about finance and investment. That's what I like to read. That's it. I mean, that's it. She'll be happy when I'm done. It's called insurance. Your wife will probably never see her again. She'll be gone. Huh? Become an instant authority in your expertise. There were 3 failed child care centers at this place, this location. That's why I chose this location. I did the demographics on this place. They're not that good. This area says, this location says the child care center won't work. So when I looked at it, did all the numbers, got with my guys at the University of Georgia, did all the numbers, so would it work? They said, well, Van, you do this, and this. It could work. I said, okay. Monique's like, there? I said, yeah, this is what we're doing right here. So this is what we're doing here. It's working because all y'all are here. Right? Place is licensed for 127 kids, and we have 46 in less than 90 days. Why? You know why your kids are here. Everybody doesn't have a kid here, by the way, just so you know. But you know why your kids are here. You know why you brought them here. This is an added bonus what we're doing here today. Okay? Use advanced social media marketing techniques that get results. Okay? That's how y'all got here. 3 weeks ago, I was in Toronto, Canada, with 700 real estate agents being trained by the top chief marketing officers of Facebook, Google, YouTube, everything. Just implementing all the businesses we own. Next thing you know, people like, our assistant director, Shelby, was working up in Alpharetta. She says, dang, I worked up there for 3 years. They only had 35 kids. Like, how do y'all grow this place? We get 7, 8 tours a day here. Market it. So I'm gonna teach you guys at some point, but we've taken baby steps right now. Credit, business, LLC. Everybody wants to get the money, right? Everybody wants the money. But you gotta sustain the money. What will you do with it when you get it? That's one thing me and my 14-year-old son are fighting about. I said, you just want to bend in a big house? Like, that's a waste of money. For what? Why? What are you gonna do for other people? Build a business to serve others. That's what's in our house. We will only build businesses that serve others, not ourselves. Money is just, you don't have to worry about money. Be excellent, and money will follow. Who's ever got a pay raise on their job? Anybody? Right? We all have, right? I used to be a mailman. You work UPS, I've done all kinds of different things. Dominate a market, don't compete. That's one thing Monique knows about me. If we open a business, it's not to be competitive. We are going to be the #1 child care center on this particular business in Lawrenceville, in Gwinnett County, in the state of Georgia. I promise you. So you guys are at the early stages of what we're doing. We've grown 300% in 90 days. Boom. Just so you know. Write a book and become a best-selling author. Well, anybody want to write a book? Anybody? Book? Anybody? Okay, book? Okay. Right. You want to write a book? Put your hand up high, man. You should let them know. Let them know you're coming. So everything on this list, guess what? I've already done. That's why I'm teaching it. I'm not telling you any stuff to brag. I have a #1 best-selling book called List Market Sold. It's on Amazon.com. Monique, my wife, has a best-selling, not a best-selling book, #1 best-selling book. Let's get that straight. So when people call it, it's #1 best-selling. So people call us all the time, how you got a #1 best-selling? I charge them $50,000 to teach them. Just so you know. We give it to y'all for free. $50,000 is what I charge. Because I know if I help somebody become a #1 bestseller, they can build a business around it. Then we show them how to do 5 streams of income around the book. Most people think they write a book to make money. No, you don't. You write a book to build a business around it. Build 5 streams of income around it. The book, give it away. That's why you guys go online. Anybody ever got an ebook for free? I'm reading an ebook by, what's my buddy's name? Dan Kennedy right now. Ruthless Management of People and Profits. That's what I'm reading right now. It's an audible book. Boy, is it good. Some of the stuff we're going to share with you today could make you uncomfortable, but I'm here to help. I didn't charge anybody $1 a show. I spent probably 5 or 10 hours putting this together. I'm here to help. So if you need help, I'm your guy. Why am I doing this? God told me to do it. Why am I not charging? Because he told me not to charge you. Do I want to charge you? I do. I like money. And I know I could charge, not you guys, but people $1,500 to show up. But we do it. But I'm going to give it to you for free, so you should show up. You should show up. Create a podcast show with no money. Man, y'all got a lot to talk about. Y'all got 3 or 4 or 5 businesses inside you. Right? We all do. Well, they used to start them all overnight. I said, man, you're going to live to be 100. Wait a minute. I can't do all these websites all night. I'm up at 4 in the morning already. Wow. Create your own TV show with no money. No money. And make money from doing it with no money. Any feedback on any of this stuff, please chime in. 5 streams of income. We should all have 5 streams of income. Right? 5. Minimum. Years ago, I owned 7 mortgage companies for 12 years, in 07, 08. I lost a whole lot of money, millions on top of millions, and I was struggling. Bankrupt, 21 million bankrupt, homeless, lost everything. Because I didn't listen to somebody that told me to sell my business 3 years before. I listened to him and I checked it out. And the guys made me an offer and I didn't take it. I don't know why I did that. That's called new money. You know, a lot of people, I don't have generational wealth in my family. I'm the only entrepreneur in my whole family. I used to be a supervisor for the post office. They wanted me to be a postmaster. And I quit. And my dad's a 32-year General Motors guy. He's like, what is wrong with you, son? What's wrong with you? Something like 75 grand. He's like, you're on your way. I was playing softball with my postmaster. I was living in Detroit at the time. And I was like, man, Mike. He's like, yeah, he's about to make you a postmaster. I said, okay. How much money do you make? And he said, $70,000 a year. I said, I'm not gonna be able to do it, Mike. I'm already making 75 and I'm way down here, but I'm working 14 hours a day for y'all. And really, when you're a supervisor for the post office, you don't even work. I go to work at 7, I'm done at 10 o'clock. For the day. We have a morning meeting at 10:15. All the roads covered? Yep. All right, Anthony, go check on people. Deuces. I was out refereeing basketball. That's what I was doing. And I'd come back and they said, oh, we want you to be the night supervisor too. I was like, ooh, I'm gonna make this work. Man, but there's some more money. So I was like, I'll do it. And I had an assistant supervisor. I was like, hey, I need you to do this, and this. And I just showed up at 8 o'clock and locked the door. Leverage. Anyways, invest money, time, and resources. This is what everybody wants, right here. Buy, sell, and flip real estate. Been doing it 30 years. You drive up on the highway, right over here. It's a sign, some guy says, real estate apprentice, call this number. Fire your boss. Call those numbers. I called them just because I want to see what people do. They charging you $5,000 to $20,000 to train you. I told them, Nick, that's ridiculous, man. Just taking advantage of people, man. I'm gonna teach you for free. Man, is that mine? The front door, right, probably. Can somebody get the front door for me? Thanks. All right. So this is what everybody wants. This is interactive. I'm not a filibuster type of person. If you have some comments, any comments about it? So this is what we're gonna be teaching. What we're going to be teaching. So some people have business here, some people don't. Some people are thinking about business, some people don't know where to start. That's fine, you're in the right place. Okay? Millionaire Mindset, 8 steps to business planning. That's what we're going to cover today. I heard somebody say this to me when I was about 27 years old. They said, well, Anthony, why not you? I'm like, man, how? How am I going to do it? You know where I'm from? I'm like, what are you talking about? So ask yourself that question, why not you? So here it is. Get comfortable with being uncomfortable. When you come here on this Saturday once a month, I'm going to do it on the last Saturday of the month. In the morning, I know basketball season's about to start. I referee college basketball, NCAA. So sometimes, hopefully I won't be out of town on Saturday morning. If not, we're going to have to switch to another day because I got to get that check. 3,500 again, gotta get it. Right here, gotta get it. Get comfortable being uncomfortable. That's crazy, right? Alright, cool. Alright, so here's some reasons why I haven't moved forward. Please share some reasons with me why you haven't moved forward with your business, because mostly everybody raised their hand. Then it's one thing you'll know about this place, it's a safe place. Right? It's a safe place here, right? But give some feedback. This is what I hear most of the time. I need more money and resources. Anybody else want to add anything else to that? Why haven't you started your business, Jackson?
I don't know how to market, really, and I'm not a people person.
Okay, awesome. Fantastic. That's a great, you should write that down. You can hire people for that. Yes?
Mine is just mostly scared of the risk of losing my money.
Risk of losing your money. Okay. Anybody else? Why haven't you moved forward with, you know it's been in you for years.
I would say
Time? You don't have enough time? Okay.
Presenting myself to other people is like,
You're a
I'm
shy person?
about that, yeah. I'm shy about like
You can hire
a
me.
business or something.
You can
Like
hire
I can talk to you about myself or my
Yeah.
kids or whatever, but about like a business, I'm kind of like, oh,
Yeah, that's because you think of it as a business. And it's not. Anybody else?
Being in a new environment, not knowing
No,
anyone.
not knowing anybody, okay.
Trying to help my children with
their businesses.
So you're taking away from your time to give them their time. So
Wanting to know the right way to go about doing it and doing it right the first time.
Yeah.
Without making all the mistakes. So.
I made them all for you, I promise. Man, IRS used to send me letters. Woo. Way over that fence. That's why. Because, you know, I hear people saying, yeah, everybody knows if you open up a business, you open up as a what? LLC. But this is the step most people mistake. So then you go to get your EIN number with the IRS.gov, right? And when you go there, because you have a Georgia LLC, you select LLC there. That's the first mistake you're making. You can select any way you want to be taxed with the IRS. You should select C Corp. Somebody asked me why. Why? So if you ever owe taxes on your business, when you file your, my daddy was a CPA, by the way. Okay? When you file your taxes and you have an LLC, your profit and loss is passed on your personal tax return. Which means if you owe taxes on your business, they can come back for you personally. But when you have it as a C Corp, this is a huge nugget for y'all. I'm just letting y'all know, you should write this down somewhere. When you have it as a C Corp with the IRS, when you do your tax return, yes, you're gonna pay your CPA extra $400. But if you owe these taxes and they wanna come after you, you're like, come on. They only can come after this business.
What's the difference between C Corp and S Corp?
No, that's another class. I'm just giving you that tip, because that's a mistake I made. I owed back taxes. I got started getting letters from the IRS, like, I thought I was covered. I wouldn't listen to my daddy. My daddy said, son, I told you. I said, ooh, let me pay that off real quick. Go sell some real estate. Okay? So that's one huge tip that I learned in the last 15 years. I want to share with you. Most people, they go LLC. I know this stuff can be boring, just so y'all know. Here's some other anxiety areas for people. Who's the president of the United States? Everybody's all emotional about all that. Uncertain economy is the reason maybe people haven't moved forward. Taxes, right? So anybody have any of those concerns? Okay. Some people, they're worried about, oh, what if the president do this? What if the uncertain economy about what's he gonna do to the real estate business? He said, that's why he makes all this money. Like, why would he do anything to the real estate business? We should be riding high, man. Let's roll. Taxes. Okay, so listen, I have a $100 fix for you. If you don't ever in your life, ever want to worry about any of these things again, if you have $100 at any point in your life, just open up an LLC. It will take away all these fears. That's mind-blowing for a lot of people when I say it sometimes. If you're ever worried about who the president of the United States is, what the economy is doing, what the taxes are, I only have one thing to tell you. When you get $100, now I was in the 7th grade, my parents used to drink a lot of beer. But I was always an entrepreneur. I needed money. Because I hated the shoes and stuff my parents were buying me. I would buy my own stuff, Nike, on my slacks, on everything. You know, shoes and slacks. That's what I was wearing in 7th grade. I used to save all that beer cans. And then my dad's like, yeah, you can save them. You know, cool. And I'm like, all right, we gotta go recycling place, Dad. I was like in 7th grade, like 12 bags, those big bags. I get like $100. You're like, wait a minute. And he tried to put a little pressure on me, like, well, since I'm driving you, I said, Dad, you're a Marine, you're a man of integrity now. You want to take something from a 12-year-old? I could be doing what my cousin was doing. I'm trying to stay on the right road now. So, any questions about this? You will never in your life worry about none of this, any of this stuff, if you open up an LLC. Why? Because now, instead of fighting people, you're in the same, that's the only thing that separates the rich from the not rich. LLC. Every January 1st in our household, it's a family tradition. We open up an LLC. Every January 1st. All right, man, wake up. Me and my kid. What we gonna call it, y'all? We got LLCs and drawers and drawers and drawers. We never use them. Please ask me some why questions. Don't just get information.
Why?
Don't just get information. Why? Why? Because one day, somebody, my passion is kids, just so you know. That's my passion. That's where I spend my money. That's, people come to me with business ideas all the time. Hey, how, is it gonna help a child? I don't wanna do it. They're real estate, Lucas, we put money into it. But why? Because at some point, somebody's gonna need that LLC. What if you have a child? You have a child. What's your daughter's name? Morgan, you have a child?
I do.
How old is he?
2.
2. So if we open up an LLC last year, that means it's 1 year old. And you in our program, and he gets 18, right? And you said, man, Anthony, like Sophia just came this morning. She just said, my daughter wants to be an entrepreneur. How old is your daughter?
She's 8.
8. So by the time she's 18, that's 10 years from now, I'm like, hey, went through our program, I got a blessing for you. You have $1, you can buy this LLC from me for $1. Oh, yeah, Mr. Anthony, I got $1. Fill out 4 quarters. I said, I'm gonna sell you this LLC. This is for my people, right? So then she goes down to the SBA and get a $100,000 loan. Guess what the only requirement is? 2 years in business, 640 credit score. So I'm like, oh. So she goes down there, she's there for 30 minutes, she has a 640 credit score higher, because the highest you have 850, because we teach kids the same stuff. She's gonna have good credit. There's no choice. And she has this LLC that's 10 years old, and she's only 18. And she goes, boom, I need 100,000. And she sits back like, just like, what this girl know about? 640, got that? Go start your business. And someday somebody gonna need these LLCs. I don't need them all. I hope I do, but we do it every year. Just so you know, that's what we do. So this levels the playing field. What am I thinking? This levels the playing field. You don't have to worry about being a Democrat or Republican or Liberal. You don't have to worry about that. Like, you're an entrepreneur. Rich people don't pay taxes. I pay no taxes. Never. For what? $5 a year, $100 bucks. I don't have tax. I don't make any money. Everything I do is tax free. Everything I buy is tax free. Every car I drive, like, everything is tax free because I spent $100 bucks, and the IRS allows me to write it off. Everything, 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 everything.
Genius.
I learned it from people smarter than me because they weren't teaching that in South Central. I promise. They were like, man, go get it. Not with an LLC. I just taught you a corporate structure. You missed it. Right? People want to open up a clothing business. People call me all the time. I said, okay, what are you gonna sell? So shirts, jeans, shoes, socks, purses. Oh, you gonna sell 5 things? Well, you need 5 LLCs. But they want to do it with 1. I said, wait, whoa. You need 5. Everything you sell is a different LLC. Ask me why.
Why?
So somebody sues your shirt line, they can't take your jean line. Somebody sue your jean line, they can't take your sneaker line. Just keep making money. That's when the rich get richer. There's nothing stopping us entrepreneurs. You sue me for my shirt line. Okay, I just offered business. Yeah, you got awarded $5 million. Okay, great. Collect it from the business, not Anthony Thorne. I'm not the business. The business is ABC Clothing. They're out of business. I'm telling you, I've been in court. People have sued me before. I'm out of business now. Then walk out the courtroom, get on my phone, open up another shirt line LLC. It's only cost me. I'm changing the mindset until we get to the business plan. That's what I'm doing. I want y'all to know. I'm watching the time. I'm just trying to teach you something. Yes, ma'am?
I just got a question.
Please ask.
When you were giving the example about getting the business, starting with 100, and then I'm just like, if I wanted to do, like, say, a real estate business,
Yes.
and I went to the SBA and I asked for a loan.
You want to be what? When you say a real estate business, what do you want to do?
Well, I want to be able to flip and sell houses,
Yep.
renovate them,
Mm-hmm.
and then I go to the SBA asking for a loan. They give me this loan, so I use that money to buy my properties.
We're gonna do something different.
Okay.
We're gonna teach you how to get money where your property you buy and flip should be in a different LLC. Me and my boys, we're looking at houses right now, 30 houses. I know about Tyler Perry Studios. There's a lot of them. I can't buy them all, so that's what I'm telling you. Tear downs, but the whole area is selling for $250 to $300. There's a bunch of tear downs over there. I was over there the other day because I just listed a house. I couldn't believe it. Money's like, why are you listing this house next door? It's freaking look like they're about to blow it up. I'm like, yeah, we need to buy it. Tyler Perry Studios 2 blocks away. Come on. Could we create housing for people that's on the set for Tyler Perry and create a whole community of Airbnbs at $3,000 a month? I'm just, that's how I was over there looking for my customer. I was driving over there just to see what's happening over here. I was like, oh my God. I told my neighbor, like, I'm passed out. I was like, this is just like how it was down when we were buying stuff by the stadium. Oh my God. So I'm like, whoo. Matter of fact, I guess just, I'm about to faint. There's some deals down there. My property is 1409 Oakland Drive. But y'all go down there and drive them streets. I guarantee you can put up a house for 10, 11,000. Just knock them down and rebuild them, sell them for $250. It probably cost you $120,000. Not of your own money. Other people will gladly give you that money, gladly, like in 5 minutes.
Wow.
Okay. Anyways, moving on. All right, we gotta start with something funny. Dave Chappelle. Let me go back because my slides won't work all the time. I love it. Did it work? Yeah, it worked at home when I was playing around at 4 in the morning.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, it is working? Okay. Child care centers on military bases all around the world. That's what I'm saying. Sorry about that. We back here. Cool. So this is something I pulled up. I didn't write any of this stuff. Please don't shoot the messenger. I didn't write any of this stuff. This is stuff that's online. It says mentality. We're talking about mentality. Obviously, we're trying to go from here to here, right? You can kind of look at it. Some things that kind of sticks out. Blames others, spends money, refuses to study. Most people don't read. Attention on the past, income driven versus being net worth driven. When you're income driven, you pay more taxes than the person that's net worth driven. Great answer. Great question, right? Think about it. If you're trying to make money versus building up wealth. So let's say you on your business, you make $200,000, and you go stick it in your bank account. Then you gotta pay taxes on anything that's profits. But what if you take the same $200,000 invested in real estate? Now you got a write-off. Still got the same amount of money. It just switched from income to net worth, right? Now you guys know because who's a W-2 employee? Raise your hand. W-2 employee. Okay. If you own a house and you're you're a W-2 employee, the interest you are charged on your house, you can write off against your income. So if you have a house payment, okay, my money always tells me I have to share the right stories. Okay, so if you have a house payment that's $2,000 a month, most of that's interest, right? So let's say $1,500 a month is interest. That's $18,000. And let's say 97% of the people in the U.S. make less than 60 grand. That's just a fact. Let's say you make 60,000. You're in the top 3%. You got 24,000 and 18,000 in interest minus 68. So now you're only taxed on 42. Y'all follow me? I know, I'm a math person. Bless you. Right? That's the only reason to buy a house financially, if you need that write-off. Right? Besides having a place to live, like that's what I'm like, we can sell our house tomorrow. If I pay it off, I don't care. Oh, we just moved in. Yeah, we can sell it tomorrow. Somebody give me more money, I'm gone. I'm not attached to anything real estate. The only thing I'm attached to is my wife and God and my kids. So you understand that? So when we talk about, because one of the classes we got to teach is home ownership before. That's the only financial reason to buy a house. The tax write-off, the interest, that's the only. I mean, it's a lot of money. Most people in the 25% tax bracket think about 18,000, 25%. Could be some money. Anyways, fears change. Criticizes versus compliment. Waste time versus buy time. Causes problems versus solve problems. Single flow of income versus multiple. Work driven versus goal driven. When 07, 08, when the mortgage industry went under, I went to work for Bank of America. Right? So I used to sell them a lot of loans. And he's like, Andy, you sold us a lot of loans, so you know this business. Paid me a lot of money. I quit in 30 days. I couldn't take it. I can't work in corporate America, y'all. I'm not that guy. And I have an MBA. Y'all saw all that stuff. I'm not that guy. I cannot do it. All those meetings about nothing, I just get frustrated. Hey, here's my plan, Mike. Here's the result. Here's where you were. That's the kind of guy I am. When I send you a report, it's boom, 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 boom. Here, this is what you're gonna make. Like, don't have me come 3 days a week. Like, I want to go play golf, or I want to go take my wife to lunch. That's what I want to do. So, you can see where you are. If you have anything on this side, you should be over here, right? So we got to transition the mind. Change first starts in the mind. I have a Jewish buddy in Detroit. We used to kick it. I was like, man, I said, it was funny last night. Tom, why are all Jewish people rich? That's what I asked him. That's what he told me. He said, because our daddy said we had to be. Ooh. He said, because my fathers, they tell us we have to be. People rise to a standard, whatever standard you set. If you have a household, you tell your kids A's and B's, that's it. It's going down. I guarantee they're coming home with A's and B's. They're going to try their hardest. And you're going to have to just give them grace and get them a tutor. My 11-year-old was up 5:30 in the morning. I said, hey, son, this is what we had. Dad! Hey, man, we're building something. 5:30. I'm up at 4. You late. So we got to get from here to here, right? We opened a child care center. I just showed you I'm on the VA site looking to put child care centers in military bases overseas. That's just what we're doing. Why not? I was in the military. I'm going to use my veteran-owned status to get contracts. I'm going to use my minority status to get contracts. The Air Force woman right there. You know about that. Don't they have them at every base? Mm-hmm. The only question is, why don't they have an entrepreneurship piece at everything? That's what I'm working on. That's where we can get your kids access to people, processes, and resources all the way up to Washington, D.C. Just so you know. We already have a connection. They want us to come to D.C. to open a child care center right now. This exact model. They want us to come here before we open this one. And we said, nope, we're going to do it in our community. Right? Anyways, so go from here to here. Is this making anybody feel uncomfortable? I'm sorry. I was putting it together, my wife's like, ooh. I was like, I like this. Michael Payne did. This guy wrote that. I'm here to help. feedback on that? That's pretty good. Pretty good, pretty good. All right, let's move on. Everybody knows Robert Kiyosaki? He wrote Rich Dad Poor Dad. Who's never heard of Robert Kiyosaki? Or who has heard of him? Rich Dad Poor Dad. Everybody did. Okay, awesome. So this guy's, I'm just gonna brace you. You ready to get braced? I'm gonna brace you for what you're about to say. Okay. So let me see if it works this time.
The most obsolete idea is go to school, get a job, work hard, save money, get out of debt, and invest for the long term in the stock market. See, why would you save money when they're printing trillions of dollars? The gap between the 1% and 99% is massive. You see, it's not just money. You have to step back and look at the bigger picture. So what do?